Good good morning, everybody. This is Sharon Gibbs, and I am broadcasting from my office, and hopefully this is working. And you can see me and you can hear me, and hopefully I can make this short and sweet and it'll work. So um, anyway, I had titled this today, 3 Beliefs That Will Fuel You in Your Business. Now, here's the thing. I realized that I've always worked on mindset and beliefs. Hello, Kat. Nice to see you here. I've always been very clear that what we believe is going to affect our thoughts, are going to affect our actions, going to affect our mood and our attitude about things. And I operate from the place of trying to be positive and uplift people and be of service. That this is a given. However, the 3 things that I was saying, okay, so what are 3 core places of belief that are going to affect what you're doing and how you do it, okay? Because I realize sometimes I don't even know that some limiting belief is operating in the background, and that can shoot me in the foot. So I wanted to just share with you the 3 things that I was going to talk about, and I want to see if I can do this fast enough to get through this. But the 3 things that I was going to talk about is your belief about your products, your company. Number 2, your belief about your mentors and having mentors. And number 3, your belief about the people that you're talking to. Okay. Now, I'm assuming that there's a fundamental belief in place that you can do this. Okay. If you're setting out in a business, the first question people want to know is, can I do this? Well, I know you can do this, but can I do this? And the answer is yes, if you choose to play and get things in place to make that happen. No, if you don't believe you can. I mean, that's, what you get to be right if you believe you can, and you get to be right if you believe you can't. So one of the things that happens is that people give up too quickly. They want to believe, but they don't quite believe. And because of that, at the first sign of rejection, they give up, and that's not going to work. Because let me tell you, network marketing, affiliate marketing, relationship marketing, however you want to call it, is a people business. And there is a certain amount of going through the beginning. Like, you're going to work really hard for a little bit of money in the beginning, but the potential is staggering. So one of the things that I've recognized is I wanted a company that I could wholeheartedly not only believe in the products, but believe in the company itself, the vision, the integrity of the leadership, the direction we were headed, and the compensation model, all of that infrastructure. And even though the company that I'm with is like, we're only a year old, but we've done $100 million in volume without having fancy schmancy webinars in place and just send them to this or to that. It's not about that. What we're doing is we're sharing our story. We're sharing a product that is getting astounding results. And as a result, people are saying, I want to know more. I want to do that. And I'm looking for customers. I'm not even looking to say to somebody, oh, you need to make some extra money, come join me. Because I know that if they get that same belief in place and they see how simple this is, well, then it's going to be much more organic and natural. So what the conversations I want to have are ones that naturally lead to a logical conclusion for you, for the person I'm talking to. Not for me. I'm not trying to enroll every single person on the planet. I'm trying to just share information with the right people. So number 1 was about the company and the products, and that assumption that I'm making that you believe that you can do this. Number 2, I said about mentors. Now, here's something that I realized. I am astounded by the quality of mentorship in my life. I feel so incredibly blessed. It's just amazing. And I chose my mentors quite carefully. And I didn't choose them based on money or based on their cost or non-cost, but Wes Benson is my primary mentor. I've known Wes probably about 4 years or so, and we've had a couple of false starts, but from inside out, I know that this man is on a similar path to me, and that we are looking for a way of giving back, of building a legacy, of making a real difference on the planet. And by the way, he has 28 years experience. I have got like 17. He has made millions of dollars several different times. So I know he knows how to get there. And it's not the money that impressed me, but his stick-to-itiveness, his caring, his heart. Because he reached out to me when he wasn't making any money at all from me, you know. And he's still fundamentally, you know, he doesn't, quote, need me, but he chooses to give back. And because I listen and implement what he says, then he wants to give me more. But if I didn't listen to him, if I didn't implement anything he said, you know, he'd be on to, he wouldn't be taking the time to do that. So when you have a mentor, listen to what they say, whether it makes sense to you or not at first. Another mentor that I have now is somebody who's teaching me about using LinkedIn for network marketers. And I realize when I'm talking to her that I have all these little beliefs running around in my brain, you know, and it's kind of like, well, if I'm talking to somebody who's a big leader in another company, I know they're not really, you know, looking. And she said, how do you know that? You don't know that. You don't know until you have the conversation. And Gloria, her name is Gloria McDonald. Gloria, and by the way, if you want anything, Crystal, hey, I see you there, and David, that's so awesome. If you guys want any information or a free link to some of Gloria's stuff, if you're building a network marketing company, by all means, shoot me a message or say, send it to me. Hey, Nikki, nice to see you here. Nikki's one of my superstars. I love this woman. But part of what I'm recognizing is that what we want is to, you know, I'm looking at the screen and losing my train of thought. I apologize. What we want with our mentor is like to listen to what they're saying and like take in that feedback, because I just had the most amazing Zoom with somebody who was a big leader in another company. And frankly, he's moving. So if I had caught him, you know, on that cusp before he moved, he absolutely would have been open to seeing what I had to say. And I don't just cram something down somebody's throat. I'll ask, just like Wes said to me, the most important question he asked me is, are you willing to open your mind to possibility one more time? And because I was done with network marketing. I was, you know, I was feeling like this is just at this stage a little, you know, I got to find a different way to build my family and my life. And when he said, are you willing to open your mind to possibility? Well, I was. I mean, I was just totally ready. Well, so when if I had said no, I wasn't, that I was then made excuses and all of that stuff, he would have said, fine, thank you, and he would have been polite and he would have moved on. Well, this conversation I just had with somebody on Zoom, he's going to another company that he's a part of the top and doing all of that. But you know what? 6 months from now, when that company isn't quite doing what he thought it might be doing, he absolutely could have a conversation with me, because I didn't come from a place of need or lack or not, you know, or like, well, if you don't want to work with me, that's the end of it. We had a really nice conversation. So listen to what your mentors are giving you feedback about. You may have things that you're creating that block you. And a belief like, oh, well, they won't want to leave their company, is definitely one of those beliefs. And if you think you only can go after people, hey, Nancy, I'm so glad to see you. Oh boy, Nancy and Claude, I don't think I know who you are at the moment. Okay, excellent. So what you want to do is listen, implement, and choose your mentors carefully. I watched a webinar yesterday of an alternative training, and I thought, no, you know what? You've got the right training, you've got the right mentor, and tune out everything else, or else you're going to go down rabbit holes. So now, in addition, the mentors that I have within our company, we have somebody in our company who has 8,400 personal customers in 1 year. How did she do that? I mean, it was beyond my comprehension that anybody could do that. And frankly, she's probably an industry record. But she is taking the time to teach me and Wes, a few people, in addition to her team, to teach us what she had learned to go from 0 to 8,400 customers in a year. That's pretty astounding. And so again, there's a lot of leaders in my company who are making a lot of money, but it doesn't pay for me to listen to that one and listen to that one and listen to that one. So I'm staying very crystal clear with West, with this other leader within my company, and with this other process that teaches me how to use LinkedIn as well. And I am just totally excited about that. So the third thing was about the people that you talk to. Well, basically, I just talked about that. It's like when you're talking to somebody, don't make any assumptions whatsoever. You don't know anything. So you're asking questions. You're asking questions. You're knowing what matters to them. You're hearing their language. You're using their language. I'm sorry about that. You're using their language when you speak back to them. And from this place, hey, Claude, nice to see you. What you're going to do then is give that back. And at a certain point, when it's time and ready, and they've told you a lot about themselves and you're already connected, you'll say, let me ask you, are you married to your current company, your current situation, or are you open to possibility one more time? And from there, there's no right answer. If they're open, then you can send them a tool. If they're not open, oh well. But meanwhile, you've been in service. You're offering something of value always. You lead with value. You lead with your heart. You lead with loving. You lead with your vision. And you never lose sight of the amazing gifts that you have. So I need to stop just because I think I've gone way longer than I meant to. And I've never done this on this computer this way. But anyway, God bless you. Have an awesome day and hope this has been some value to you. Please shoot me a comment. Hey, Wendy, I love that. Shoot me a comment if there's anything that you'd like to know more about, if you'd like to know about this training that I'm doing over somewhere else, and if you'd like to know about the products that frankly leave me energized, calm, centered, focused, and have taken away all arthritic pain, have gotten rid of 60 years of headaches, helped me drop 15 pounds without really working very hard at it. So if you want to know about those products too, shoot me a comment or a private message or, call me up, whatever, if you know me. God bless you. Have an awesome day.